Tales from the Podcast is brought to you by the following generous sponsorships.
The Happy Hour News Team. Check them out at www.happyhournewsteam.com.
TalesFromThePodcast.com, where you can pick up your copy of Tales of Shock and Terror #1. The Skewered Universe Podcast. And viewers like you.
How the fuck is it going, motherfuckers?
Fucking amazing.
We're having a good old time.
Finishing my earwax snack, apparently.
Oh, man. Prepare your anuses.
Oh, my God, I love
Sean
that.
Smithson, that's for you, buddy. Prepare that anus.
Yeah.
Sean, I want one of those charcuterie boards.
Tell her she has to wait, damn it.
I want one.
Be like, I had Justin send me images like 3 months ago. So,
Sean, this is the spirit of God. Send her the charcuterie board.
the spirit of God. Oh, fucking A. So, fun news, guys. We still got this comic book. You buy it, go fuck yourself. I don't really give a fuck. If you do get it, though, it's pretty cool. There's stuff, there's pictures, there's words in it.
Look,
And
if you
issue
can't
2 is
read,
coming.
there's pictures.
Yeah, I don't care if you can't read. You can't read, you got bigger issues. But still buy it, because I still want
But
your money.
this might help you learn to read. It is a literary tool.
Some would say it is the best literary tool.
Look, Tales of Shock and Terror Volume 1 is to help
It's kind of like Hooked on Phonics.
solve the problem of illiteracy in the world.
Right. It's been rated 10 out of 10 by retards learning to read.
Look, get it for your young children, when they're just starting out like 3, starting to read 4,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Get it for your grandparents who are in the old folks home.
Yeah, there's
They'll
no
be the
porn in
talking
it.
home. Yeah.
It's fine. There's no porn.
Yeah.
Not in this
And
one.
even if there was, it allows you to have that conversation.
It would be tasteful porn if there was.
Yes.
Hopefully no
Motherfucker.
earwax.
I think it would be
Maybe.
like multiple amputee shit.
Oh my
going
god,
on.
that is the best stuff though. I mean, that's why Ron's running a little bit late today. He'll be here soon, but he's been finishing up the last of his amputee porn shows that he's been watching. It will be very entertaining when he gets back with a great review. I cannot wait to hear it. What do you guys think? You think it's gonna be good?
It's very short.
Almost as short as his dick, guys. You heard it here first.
My God.
Oh,
Did we just get StreamYard bombed?
I think we
We
did.
did.
I think so. On top of all that, there's other news. So we are going to be
the
waiting.
Sexy news?
This is the sexy news, and I didn't upload any pictures, so it's even sexier. So next week it will be available. We're still working on a little bit of bugs, but Tales from the Podcast, the fucking video game, is going to be out. that means you will be able to play as me, Jeff, and Ron in a video game, a turn-based style game, very similar to like Final Fantasy Legends, but set in a more 90s world where the money is pogs, the save point is hookers, and it is not for children.
No.
But it's not going to be available on any streams yet. How's it going, Trekipedia?
What's up, Trek?
But it will be available. Basically, you get a hold of me, and for a $10 donation, I send you the link to download it. Very simple. I think $10 is reasonable, right?
I think so, yeah. And yes, he is back in Pog form.
Yes. He's
Fuck you, Trekipedia.
It's cool. It's cool. Ron uses deadly stuff stock attack super effective. Funny, but I mean, should we just show them the intro of the game? I mean, is there a better way of doing it?
I think you should let them see
it. Do people even want to see that? Do they want
you guys in the comments? Do you want to see the intro to the game? Tell it. You have live comments. We're watching. I'm literally looking at them.
They are there. I mean, I don't care if you guys want to see them or not. I'm just curious. Like, do you guys want me to show it? Do you guys want to see this little sneak preview, if you will?
Listen, boys and girls, if you want to see it, clap your hands and type "prepare your anuses" in the chat, and then we'll play it.
E.T. for Atari.
Yes, he was in that one.
Odyssey.
Oh, fucking A.
Wow.
Oh, I got to turn the game volume down a little bit because that is fucking loud as shit.
Did you about go deaf?
All right, let me see. I'm going to fucking lag the fuck out real bad when I do this. So let me go ahead and if I lag out, excuse me, it is what it is. Share screen. Okay, not entire screen.
Keep the amputee porn off the live stream.
That's what I'm here for. Wait a minute.
All right, can you see it?
Yes. The fucking video game. The fucking video game.
If you want to, Jeff, you can read it.
If I say, yeah, I don't hear anything.
From the twisted minds of producer Jason Cuntblouse, with the cinemaniacs of director Fratboy Douchebag, prepare yourself for the ultimate scarefest of a lifetime, full of frights and scares like a scarefest is meant to be. Quite scary.
Cuntblouse announces their newest movie coming this fall to Grungetown. Night of Fright, full moon on a night of terrifying fright with scares full of fear and fright.
Full of fear and fright. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Dickless Cage stars as enigmatic Otis Marcel, a man who's afraid of the terrifying dark. Like that of a tiny child? But even more afraid of what lurks within it? This has to be the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Joined by the fearless Flash Boy as what's his name again? Okay, thank you. Machismo, but he's a supernatural skeptic who lies in disbelief of all fearful things. They must enlist the aid of a very cheap and quirky ghost whisperer, Jay Childhunter as Coco Crouch. They're about to face the fright of their lives. When the moon is full and the shadows grow longer, it's like it's on the pill, man. Something sinister awakens. I ain't afraid to know whatever. Get ready for a night of ghoulish delights, terrifying twists, and questionable acting. Do we even know these actors? Like, they sound really bad. Yeah, you recorded this shit. Delete that in post. I've seen things you wouldn't believe. Some that even grew right before my eyes. Hell. And you're not going to believe this either. It's frightening. It's kitening. That's a word, right? It's bloody brilliant. A true Grungetown horror. Fuck wrote this shit. This October, get frozen from fright when the supernatural worlds collide with the comically absurd and maybe stupid, creating a concoction of horror and hilarity like ever before. Seriously, even Scary Movie wasn't this bad. Ghost, I will speak with your manager and send them home. Ghost schools with bad puns. Oh my.
The fuck?
This isn't pissing me off. Hold on to your popcorn because in this horror extravaganza, no one is safe from things that go bump in the night. And it sounds dirty. I feel dirty even saying it. I don't get paid enough for this shit. I used to be afraid of the dark, but now the dark's afraid of me. Who turned out the lights? Brace yourself for a movie that will make you scream, laugh, and question your life choices all at the same time. You won't be disappointed if you have no clue what's happening. I don't know what's scarier, the ghosts or my co-star's acting skills. I mean, that. It's like they learned this shit on a cereal box or something. So gather your courage, bring a friend or two, and join us on a wild ride through the supernatural inn.
This is not a game for everyone. So,
Aww.
all right, and I'll play till I get the weapons, and I'll let everyone see what it's like. Obviously.
Oh, your little beanie's cute.
So now we got to go and gather everybody's weapons.
I love that. So go gather shit. Sorry, that was funny.
Baseball bat with dried bloods and many dents in it from being used so many times, lays before you on the ground.
Right, Angel? Same.
What's this? Is this a weapon over here?
This shit is fire.
Beat some ass.
Look how muscly you made yourself. Oh my god.
Everybody. It's so fucking cheesy. Oh, we had to make it fun. Now this is where it gets really entertaining, guys. We're on Secret Stash of all things porn. I just need a moment to open this. What the hell I just step in? Do you ever clean this shit up? Listen, I'm a busy man, and I do mean busy. I ain't got no time to clean shit up. That's what she's for when she leaves.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know about you being busy and loud as fuck too. If she feels, she squeals. Can't help it. I'm the best in pleasure.
I'm going to my Twitch channel immediately and quoting that. She squeals.
Did you find it? You said this was gonna be something to beat those assholes' heads in with. It better not be some fucking dildo. Almost, not the one. Oh, now that's sexy as fuck, but not the one I'm looking for. You know what? It's not in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. So Ron's weapon isn't here. We gotta find it somewhere else, guys.
Chat.
So let's see. Where?
At,
Oh, there's a spot over here.
if she feels. Wait, what was it? If she
You let
feels, she squeals.
You spent literally 3 hours searching for a fucking porn magazine. Bet you don't feel clean anymore. But at least you found it, sticky pages and all. Are you good now? Finally found the damn magazine you were after. Ah, yeah. The sexiest mag anyone ever laid eyes on. I mean, just look at all the tits and ass presented on the centerfold.
Quote number 169. She feels, she squeals.
So there's all the weapons. And, I mean...
Y'all need Jesus.
Hey, Jesus and I parted ways long ago. We have a mutual understanding.
Oh, so you can't leave without going and you were mad at the video. So what do you have to do?
You gotta break that fucking
Gotta-
TV.
Gotta break that bitch up. And then it'll take you to your first fight as you're leaving your apartment. Your really, really shitty apartment.
But it's a huge, shitty apartment.
Oh, so that's where Ron left the studio key. Wait, he didn't use this for. Oh, what the fuck, Ron? What? She was grabbing all over. Okay, I wasn't about to say no. At least
He said, "I
wash the
feel like I
fucking
need
key.
hand
It
sanitizer
reeks
after
of
watching
Gag
this."
of rotten fish. What the fuck? You named your studio key. So it's a very stinky key. Oh no. No, the neighbor. So what happens when the neighbor comes beating on your door telling you to keep it quiet? You beat the shit out of him.
I mean, what else do you do?
Oh. So let's see here. Cast deck. I'll throw boner pill bullets. All right, who's this? CD shooter. That's
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
CD shooter again.
Jesus needs Jesus. When this is fully released, I'm streaming it.
Just boner pill bullets. Damn it. Look at that. And here you go, guys. You'll see. You got 10 experience and 30 pogs. As you do when you fight people.
Yeah.
You steal
Because
their pogs.
The popularity of Pogs in the 90s, it is the in-game currency. You can
It
buy
is.
whatever you need.
And you level up. And not only that, but you're able to change gear, get different kinds of armor. It is pretty awesome. And just be careful and watch for the hookers, because the hookers are your save points.
Mm-hmm. And keep an eye out for those vending machines. They're a little skewered.
Finally, a video game right into my neighborhood.
John, oh my god.
Neighborhood is pixelated?
Hookers are always a good save point.
Oh, man. So, don't say this, please. No. Well, hopefully people like it. It will be available real soon. There's a couple of small bugs in it. Otherwise, we would be releasing it today. But I will have it set up where you just basically send a note on a PayPal attached to it, and the email for that for people who do want to pre-order. The email is let me bring it up.
How much are we? What is the amount?
$10. $10, you get the full game.
It is Daddy's Big Anal Adventure 69. No,
Don't do that. It's not it.
no,
It's-
don't send anything there. I
that.
don't know if that's a real email address. Do
No,
not
no.
send anything.
You know it's a real email address.
Yeah, that's why.
What is the email?
Hold on, I'm trying to get it up.
Okay, well, once you do that, tell
Not
them
the first time, huh?
Oh no, you're the one throwing boner pills in a game. so Tales for the Podcast 13@gmail.com. $10 donations, and you will get a copy of that video game sent over to you next week. But you can feel free to go ahead and pre-order whenever you would like, if you would like to. I gotta still look at all the options for getting it on Steam. I have a feeling that something like Steam's gonna really fuck us with an adult rating, and probably make it harder for us to market it. But as of right now, I mean, it's, Jeff has been playing it. What do you think so far, Jeff?
I'm having a lot of fun playing it.
You don't even play these kinds of games.
No, I am not. I grew up not being a fan of these. The first time I ever played one was one of the Final Fantasy games on the original PlayStation, and I had no fucking clue what it was. Now at 44, I've played a few of these. I've played the South Park games, which are really fun. So playing this and it in the retro style, it's so much fun.
Yeah,
The dialogue alone, when you guys get to certain areas like the bar and things like that, you're gonna understand why I was laughing every time I went through it. Because I'll be honest, I keep dying at certain points because I'm not good at these games. But I keep restarting because I want to get better and better. So
it's a fucking insane fucking game. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. Basically, by the end of it, your final boss, and there's not just regular boss fights, too, guys. We completely ripped off some certain things, and they may be similar, but there is no correlation between living or dead people. There might be a barrel tossing fight with one of the bosses that's very similar to like Donkey Kong. And there's also a boy band battle where you have to dance. Because you got to beat the boy band.
also keep your eyes open because there are little nods to horror movies all throughout this game.
Oh, all over. If you're a horror
There's
fan,
one-
this is going to be something really fun.
There's one towards the beginning that I actually missed, and all I'm going to say is keep an eye on the sewer grates and the storm drains. All that and I went, oh, I didn't even catch that before.
It's fucking insane the amount of stuff that's in that game.
You're gonna love the note on my PayPal, by the way.
Oh, did you already? Oh yeah, somebody bought it. Yes. Hooker's dirty socks and what? And muscles. There you go.
I mean, that would be the tagline if we ever release this on a physical form, which we're not going to, because who plays on physical media anymore?
Right. And I did not create
Josh Saroff. He's it.
I did not make this game. I did actually have a company that I work with do it. So this is a professionally made video game. It's not done by me or just some backhouse motherfucker.
Just some
Because
ideas.
it would be nothing but the
we all
Crypt
kinda
Keeper for the
brainstormed.
entire game.
Huh?
I would play that. I would play.
No, it would be him trying to get his way to the next amputee porn shoot.
It's
If
true.
it was just JB making this,
As you do. As you do.
as the Crypt Keeper.
Oh man. No Xbox. No, but we'll have it for PC, and I will be getting an iOS version for Apple. So all you weird people that have no dick, you'll be able to play too.
Awesome.
Stop it.
You never know what the future could hold as far as like digital releases anywhere else, but it all depends on how this goes.
Right.
I don't want to speak out of turn, but
Right. But like I said, it's available now for pre-order. I will be sending out the links within the next week after, like I said, we're working on the last few bugs. There's little tiny things like, oh, this image stuck around a little too long, or, things like that. So we're working out the small bugs at the moment, but it is moving fast. It is going great. So hopefully people are able to check that out.
and
It's not an online game. This right here is a first person, no internet required. Just download the shit and play it.
And if you're
welcome,
if you make
Josh.
a donation to get the game and you have any issues with receiving the file, just let us know. We'll rectify it as soon as we can to make sure you get that.
Oh yeah, you will.
I'll be
make
the
sure
guinea
that,
pig for that. I can't wait. It's gonna be
Oh my
fucking
God.
amazing.
You're gonna lose your shit.
I can't fucking wait. It's gonna be amazing.
I can't wait to see if people watch her stream and they're like, "Where can I get this?"
It is so raunchy, so fucked up. I don't know what to say other than like.
I'm gonna have to put all the tags on my stream.
I went into this with like, okay,
21
this is the storyline I want to go with. This is the character descriptions. I want it to be the most fucked up thing that people have ever really played on a video game.
Also, I'm not sure how Twitch works, but I think the more people that play it, then they'll create a category for it, won't they?
Yeah, it'll just be other video games or something, but you have to have so many people have to play, I think, and it probably has to not be against TOS. But I'm gonna tell you, if the South Park game isn't against TOS, this won't be. Like, I'm pretty confident.
That's good. That's good. I don't know what the South Park game did in comparison, but
the South Park games, their language,
they're fucked up. They're fucked up.
To be fair, though, that's South Park. That's a big company because this is an indie thing. You know how companies are.
I don't know. I'll
you
find
know
out.
what?
Nazi baby abortion.
I feel like I should have put more abortions in this game. That might have been the one thing I left out. I mean,
And that's why we're going to be against TOS. Not enough abortions.
I mean, it is a weird thing.
I'll,
I mean, I
I'll
think that's one
gladly
of the
find out.
requirements
I've
now.
never had a ding. I'll survive it if I do.
There should be at least 1 to 2 abortions per couple, I think.
I mean, it's really just language and like implied things. There's nothing really graphic on screen.
It's content.
Right.
We have Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Dead by Daylight, and those aren't exactly,
Those are Yeah, this is.
You're
gore.
right. This will make a hell of an audio podcast. But for those who want to check it out, remember Tales from the Podcast 13 at Gmail. That is for you to be able to pre-order. Put in a tip note. Make sure you are using the email that you want me to send things to. $10 to get you your copy of Tales from the Podcast, the fucking video game. So
I feel like this will cap off.
Oh, I can't wait.
Now, there is sound on the game, right? Yes? Or do
Yes.
you just not hear it?
yeah.
We just had it down.
Oh fuck was that, Jeff?
That wasn't me. Somebody else put that in there. JP.
Shut your fucking face.
Ah!
Shut your fucking face.
No.
Jeez. What the fuck? All right. So, anyways, we're here to talk about an episode. Maybe. Shoot me the link. The link for the. It's right now. It's just PayPal, and from there, and like I said, if you want to use the PayPal donation of $10 and type in there a link with the email address that you have, there is the email right there for you to go ahead and make your donation, and that will get you the game in roughly 1 week. It is not out yet. For those listening in podcast form, send your donations. I will send it right away as soon as by the time this airs in
Will I get
podcast
my
form,
copy
you'll be
before
good.
they get their copy?
I don't know. Will I get my hand job?
Ask Jeff.
Ayo.
I already serviced him, so
You did.
You got some long ass arms there, Reed Richards.
I like the way he licks his lips. So
I need a shower.
you're gonna definitely need a shower. I mean,
a Purell shower.
I
Oh,
need
yeah.
that hand sanitizer, babe.
right. Oh, and may I also let people know, yes, it is $10 for the game, but you can always send more if you think we're cool.
I mean, yeah, if you want to donate more.
I mean, extra is always nice. We'll just throw that out there. It all comes back into helping the podcast grow. So,
I mean, if you want to send 20 for the game, I mean
You could.
that extra $10 will buy you,
I'll send you 2
positive
copies.
energy from us.
I'll
Plus,
send you
not only
two-
that, the game's not going to be that big size-wise. So it's not like it's going to eat up a lot of room on your hard drive.
That's what she
Yeah,
said.
it's
Nah.
it's
We're not talking about
it's gonna slide right in easily.
Oh my god. Jeez, Ron, your internet is so fucking horrible right now. So
And now,
cool,
you know what? I'll be
fancy.
back June 1st.
Why? Do you got better internet then? He left.
He literally left. You ran him off.
What'd I do?
He was lagging a little bit. I mean,
He was lagging bad. He was all just one big old digital blotch.
Digital watch.
Am I the only one who saw it?
No, he
I
was. He
saw
was
it. It
lagging really
was-
bad. Yeah.
You could hear him clearly, but the video was not.
Oh,
Like
you
he
could
would
barely even
talk
see.
and then his mouth would move later, like he was in a ninja movie.
A ninja movie or like the old Godzillas that were dubbed.
Yeah.
It is time to run.
Basically. So, anyways, guys, we talked about an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
And it was great.
It was.
It was-
It was
it
a
was-
fun one.
I have a new favorite. I keep saying that every week, but this is an actual favorite, like for real.
'Twas a ghost
It
story.
was a good one. So this week we talked about the Tale of the Prom Queen.
So good.
This was written by DJ McHale and directed by Jean-Marie Camar.
Yeah.
Something
Mhm.
French.
Yeah. So he did 52 episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark producing. He produced Aftermath, The Grand Seduction, and Nitro. Nobody really knows much of the shit that he's done. A lot of the stuff was like, just the weird little fucking French shit, and nobody watches French shit really.
I
But
mean, the French do, but it's only
I
'cause they're
mean,
French.
yeah. But as far as his directing, he did 4 episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark, another French show, The Mystery Files of Shelby Woo, no clue what the fuck that is, and The Famous Jet Jackson.
I think those might both be Disney things.
Might be. I don't know. But we let's see who else we got going on in here. So we have him directing, DJ McHale obviously doing the writing credit for this one.
Mhm.
As far as the people in the episode, we have Katie Griffin as Dee Dee. She actually done a ton of fucking shit.
A lot of voice acting.
Oh, like a lot of voice acting. Yeah, like a lot of cartoons.
Yeah. Sailor Moon, Totally Spies, Inspector Gadget, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs,
Wow.
The Snoopy Show, Clifford the Big Red Dog. I mean, this chick has been fucking talking forever and recording it.
I think what was it, Total Drama Island or Total Drama? One of
Yeah.
the Total Drama series.
I don't know what this one is, but I really want to see it. It's called Wish Fart.
We're gonna have to watch Wish Fart.
I mean,
Dude, I wish we would have found that out before. We could have had that a double feature with Thunderpants.
Oh man.
He's watching, but he left. What the fuck, dude? Fuck you, Trick of Heat. I don't know what your problem is. Get your ass back in
She was a young girl in 87 RoboCop. That was her first thing she did. Look at that.
Huh.
Yeah.
She started with RoboCop. She's officially a badass.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Impressed.
a good place to start.
I mean, just going through her shit. I mean, she's done a lot of fucking shit. I mean, she might be one of the most famous people to ever do anything on Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Well, I mean,
Looks
to be
like
fair, the actress that played Kristen was also in Snakes on a Plane.
That's fair. I mean, that's a
I mean,
legitimate
that's one of the
claim there,
greatest
too.
cinematic. That's one of the greatest cinematic works of all time.
I will agree. We also got Graham Millington as Jam.
Graham, probably Graham.
That's a fucked up way to spell Graham.
There's several ways to spell it. I'm not saying any right, but
He was in some stupid shit too.
not a
Tommy Boy, he played the frat boy, is probably his biggest
Yeah.
role.
I was like,
But, I
he's a
mean-
Tommy Boy. That's not frat boy. I was like, oh, he was probably in one of the passing scenes where.
Yeah,
was
exactly.
drinking
Everything
and
else
smoking.
is like, oh, he did one episode of Relic Hunter. I mean, nobody watched Relic Hunter to fucking begin with.
I'll apologize if anyone heard an explosion in the background. Apparently, somebody's setting off fireworks or something near me, and it's fucking pissing off my neighbor's dog. So
Makes sense. So we
I live around
also
assholes.
right. I get it. We also have Andre T. And
Set a car alarm off, and that's all I can fucking hear.
Okay, it's stopped now, but I make no promises that it doesn't come back.
that's fair. That's okay.
See, I don't have the boner pills. I have CDs to shoot at people, and
He
I can't
does.
shoot CDs out my window because I'll break the screen.
I say go for it. Oh man, I wish your name would have been Clifford Smithson. Oh, I know your parents have sympathy for you. Well, people watch Raleigh Counter for the when he shoots tear pulls their top off a station. I never watched it. And Andrew T wasn't in much of shit either. Final Destination 5, he was a bus passenger. He was a villager
fodder.
in Pathfinder. I mean, it's just this is your typical trash. We have Irene Kessler in this episode. Also, she was the librarian.
Do you want some tea?
She was also a librarian in other things too. She was a librarian in criminal law.
She was probably a real life librarian, and they just were like, "Hey, do you want to do this?"
One of my favorite things is like, all right, so 10 years prior to this, she played an old woman in a show. Like, she's been an old woman like her whole fucking acting career. And all of it is just, I don't know what the one is, but she's like Darlene, waitress, old woman, Miss Goldberg, woman, librarian, Peggy, little lady, old lady, Mother Nature voice, librarian, ticket seller, Peggy. I mean, her character names are
Can
fucking
you imagine your
horrible.
legacy being that you just played an old lady? That'd be fucking
I mean,
amazing.
basically.
That would just be fucking amazing.
Let's see who else we got in this episode. We have Matthew McKay again. What's this, like 3 or 4 fucking times in the last few weeks? Like, this dude's been in a few episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark, and I'm pretty sure they were all in season 1 and like all in a fucking row.
It's also, wasn't that the one who played Ricky?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was also,
He-
after I looked it up, he was the main kid from Peanut Butter Solution. So I saw his bald head from that movie. I've never seen the
Yes.
movie, but I know the images.
Right, you're right. And we also have Amius Godfrey as Chuck. Amius? I don't know.
Anus, that's fine.
Anus. Anus has been in a few things, but most of it sucked. He was on You Can't Do That on Television, but with a name like Anus, I bet it was a lot. He was also in Tooth Fairy, Where Are You? Which I think is a Scooby-Doo spinoff that really sucked. But yeah, there you go. There's our casting crew. And was Jack Perry in this episode too? No.
No, if you look back through the chat, Ron called him. What was it? I have to look. I have to scroll back myself and see, because where was it? Where did it go? Wish. God damn it. Wish version Phil Brooks as Jam. Which I just want to say, what kind of, like my text, what kind of a name is Jam? Like, it better be a nickname. Like, I'm hoping like he just sat on like a peanut butter and jam sandwich, just had jam on his ass crack, so they just called him that.
I don't know. I mean, let's just be honest. First off, in Canada, this time frame, that could have just been a really popular name.
I mean,
Because he jammed a syrup bottle somewhere.
Well, whatever the reason may be, it still doesn't change the fact of what it is. So, anyways, this ends up being what, a Christian story?
Yeah, this is a Kristen story.
And she comes in all like a ghost, and your typical Christian way of props and bullshit. And starts
She's
off
very
with,
theatrical.
She is.
As opposed to Eric, who just sits there and goes, "My grandpa died. Here's a story."
Right. I mean, I like leprechauns. Yeah, he says it's fucking Eric, that retard. Nobody likes Eric.
He almost choked on a sandwich, and I was hoping he would have. It was the worst acting when she showed up and scared them all around the campfire.
We have spent 12 weeks hoping Eric's going to choke on a sandwich. Just throwing that out there. God damn it.
No,
So-
who was the actress that plays Kristen? Tricopedia is wondering.
Who plays Kristen? Rachel Blanchard.
Rachel Blanchard, thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Has he
For some
yet? I'm
reason.
sure he has now, but I don't know. Like, let's see what Eric is. Jacob Tierney, Tyranny.
Tyranny.
I don't know. He looks like a fucking douche.
it looks like a fucking douche.
Oh, he is too. He plays. All right, so the only role that I really like him in, he plays Glenn on Letterkenny. The gay priest guy.
I have never watched Letterkenny.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's basically his main role. I mean, the rest of his stuff, I mean, it just sucks. He was in French Immersion, Camion, Sorry Rabbi, Mr. D, the Trotsky, St. Urban's Horseman.
That
Unfortunately,
sounds like a store somewhere. Come on down to St. Urban's Horseman. Get all your horse needs.
he
Need a
was in
saddle? Come on down.
Watatatao.
Watatatao.
Dracula the series. I mean, he's been in a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, it all fucking sucks for the most part. And I mean, the most unfortunate part's when you look at the top, there's no date of death. So he's still alive. He didn't choke on that sandwich.
God damn it.
We only want the character to die, not necessarily the actor.
Oh. Well, then luckily for everybody, he's alive.
I mean, he's on Letterkenny, which from what I've heard is pretty funny.
It is. It's really funny.
It out yet.
And I like fucking Trailer Park Boys too. And
yeah, I mean,
did your Hulu subscription run out? Just watch it. It's funny.
I think Trailer Park Boys walked so Letterkenny could lazily saunter. I don't want to say
they're not the same.
Yeah, it's Canadian comedy is like the only thing they have in common.
That's
from
it.
What I've heard.
Right.
Canadian comedy. Other than that, there's nothing similar.
Nothing at all. Not a fucking thing.
I'll have to check it out soon.
Anyway, so Jeff, do you want to give us a quick rundown of this episode?
Sure.
You can say no if you want.
So what do you want me to do? Do you want me to do the main story, or do you want me to do the
just do the story. I mean, there's really not a wraparound in this. I mean, it comes back and they put the fire out.
Yeah. There's one little thing where they go, "Oh, the kids are brave, stupid but brave." That's it. It's literally it when they cut back. There's nothing interesting like some of the other.
Like, yeah, she just takes the thing off, and they're like, "Okay, done, bye."
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Cool story, bro," and left. That's the best one. Come on.
Basically.
Well, Kristen's story starts with a young girl, a teenage girl, in a cemetery, leaving flowers at a gravesite. We have no idea whose grave it is. We just assume maybe it's a family member. She leaves flowers, looks like she's paying her respects, gets up to walk away. She hears laughter from somewhere around her. Was walking through and is first startled by birds and then scared by two men. Well, not men, two teenage boys who now in 2024, you don't want to do that shit. You know, but I guess in the 90s in Canada, it was fine to jump out and scare anyone.
You're actually incorrect this time, David. This was inspired completely by a urban myth that was actually told in DJ McHale's hometown. And it might have had similarities to that one, but he is on record saying the inspiration for this because it was one of the first ideas that he came up with. Go ahead,
nice.
Jeff Jabbles.
I'll explain that at the end of the show. I'll explain why it's Jables at the end of the show. Anyway, these two boys jump out and scare her, and they're like, "Oh, did we scare you? What are you doing here?" You know, basic bullshit. Come to find out, these boys, one long-haired douchebag is named Jam. Right, Ron, I get you know what it means, but there's a story as to why I've done it. That's what I'm going to explain at the end of the show. So we find out the long-haired douchey kid is Jam. His friend's name is Greg. And our female here, she's named Dee Dee.
Most popular Canadian girl name of the time.
Right.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Funny.
Hell, you had me convinced. You should have went with it. You had me convinced. My naive ass. I was like, really?
According to the Maple Syrup Book of World Records, at this time it was.
It's Aunt Jemima's daughter, Dee Dee.
Anyway, they're talking, and the boys bring up to her.
Fuck you, Jamie.
I tell her there's a real ghost story that's around there if they want to hear it. They start telling her the story of the tale of the prom queen, basically, which is there's this girl named Judy who was waiting on prom night for her date to come pick her up. A car veered off the road because it was very foggy, hit her, killing her. and she was buried in her prom dress just a few days later. So they all decide they want to find out if the story is real. So through all this stuff and commotion, Greg is a skeptic. Jam seems like he's really wanting to push the issue of finding out if this is real. Dee Dee is on board, but she doesn't really seem too interested at first. Like maybe she's interested, but she's kind of skeptical as to what these guys really want. So they're sitting down outside
Ron's
of.
over here fucking spoiling the episode and does fucking twitch like a fucking cocksucker.
That's fine. I'm not looking at that.
So
the
how about
three
you
are-
come on the episode and talk about it, Ron?
These three are brainstorming. They're figuring out, like, well, should we go to the police and find out if they have anything? And Dee Dee's like, no. We can't go to the police, but we need to maybe look at old newspapers. So they come up with the idea to go to the library and check out old newspapers on microfilm. So as they're doing that, they're going through and they find a story from 1956 talking about Judy Larson's death and how she was killed in that vehicular accident by, and I forgot to mention this, a hit and run driver. A fucking hit and run driver.
Bastard.
Yeah. Fucking assholes. So they also discover there's another part to this story. Her boyfriend, Ricky, also died around that time. He was supposed to pick Judy up for the prom, did not get the message he was supposed to pick her up, found out about her death, went out driving his car, and ended up swerving off of a bridge into a river where his car sank to the bottom and he died. They never recovered the car. They never recovered his body. Kind of fucked up shit for a kid's show, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, but it was so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's so good. I want to watch it like a movie.
And the fun part is while they're sitting here reading this, there's a door to this room where all the microfilm is at. If anyone's been to a library and seen those old machines, you know what you're
Those
talking about. They're usually in a
microfiche.
separate room.
Microfiche.
Oh, the doorknob starts jiggling. This crystal doorknob, which looked like it was on like a bathroom door or something. Let's be fair. It probably wouldn't have that kind of a doorknob, but we'll go with it. And they hear something enter the room and they're all a little spooked. Turns out it's just a librarian. The old lady librarian, as JB was talking about, who had a long career of playing an old lady, apparently.
Yes.
Asking if they want tea. So they leave. Jam is making fun of Greg, going like, oh, you were scared. And he's like, I wasn't really scared. Meanwhile, Greg's kind of a pussy about this whole thing. And Jam's just an asshole. Dee Dee is nonplussed, but they're trying to figure out what to do. And she goes, we need to contact Ricky in some way because we have to help Judy get picked up. So we need to contact Ricky and give him the message. And maybe that'll like put them at rest, kind of their unfinished business between the two of them. That's why they're haunting this area. So Jam suggests, hey, my parents go to the movies on Fridays. We can do it at my house. And Dee Dee says, no, there's only one place we can do this. They're like, well, where's that? She goes, meet me back here tonight and I'll tell you. So Jam takes off. I guess he's got to go get some peanut butter. I don't know what's going on.
Gotta go do the seance in the bathroom.
He had, I don't even
He's
Look
going to
into a
lift a
file.
spirit in the bathroom.
He got hit with a boner pill bullet. So anyway, Greg gets Dee Dee to sit down on the bench. He's like, do you really believe in any of this? She's like, I don't know, but it's kind of fun. She goes, don't you? He goes, what do you think? He goes, I think you're kind of strange, but I like it. And she just says, JB, what does she say to him?
I don't remember what she said.
Keen.
Oh yeah,
And runs
Keen.
off.
What? Do
Yeah,
we ever
Ron
figure
was
out
just
what
like,
the
what
fuck
the
that
fuck?
is?
Which is the first time you go, huh? Okay. So, I mean, all right. Good night, I guess.
Goodbye.
So we fast forward to that night. Dee Dee has taken the boys to the bridge where Ricky drove off and died. And Jam's like, okay, let's just head down to the marina and figure out what we're going to do. And Greg pulls Dee Dee aside. He goes, why can't we just do this right here? She goes, because this isn't where it happened. So I guess there was just a boat hanging out there. I mean, I guess
No, they went to the marina.
They just took a
They
boat.
said that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
The boat.
they went to the marina. There's only one boat. There were no other boats around. They just had this rowboat with a motor on it.
There's a really small marina. It's Canada. I mean, it's basically
Anyway.
half their naval force.
Submarina.
They take this little rowboat out onto this lake, river, whichever it is.
The rowboat where they have the only person who's not white row it.
Hey, we haven't got there yet. So they row the boat out. They drop an anchor to kind of get themselves near the bridge. And Dee Dee starts doing this like, hey, we're trying to contact Ricky. We need to give him a message that Judy's waiting for him to pick her up. He needs to go pick her up for the prom. Well, as she's saying all this, there's bubbles that are going off around him. It's a little freaky. Greg's kind of freaked out. Jam's like, that's weird. The more she says, the more she's trying to contact Ricky, the more these bubbles are going off. So they're like, okay, we got to get out of here. They pull up the anchor, and this is where they make the minority guy row the boat back to shore.
Why
Very
did they do
happy,
that?
JB. I don't know, because Jam can't row because he's a fucking douchebag.
But why just the minority? I mean,
I think it was because he was in the best position to row them back. I don't know. The
do
motor
you
wouldn't
think
work.
he was only part of the friend group because he was a minority?
I'm not gonna go down this road because I don't know.
Not gonna go down this
Anyway,
road.
Greg rows them back to shore. They get out of the boat. And as they're rowing to shore, though, these bubbles are following them as if maybe there's a Chevy underneath. Because Jam says, oh, maybe the bubbles are fish or an old Chevy. It's like, ooh.
Old Chevys
The
are known
bubbles-
for making lots of bubbles.
Yeah. I mean, I had one growing up. We had one growing up, and it made lots of bubbles.
Too many almost. They had to get rid of it.
Yeah. So the bubbles are essentially chasing them almost like as if the car is driving to try and get them. As soon as they get to shore, the bubbles reach the boat and stop. They're all a little freaked out, but they realize there might be something to this. This is where they decide on prom night, which is coming up in this story. The Saturday that is coming up is prom night. So the anniversary of Judy's death and all of this. They're like, we're going to go to the cemetery on prom night. And we're going to see if Judy shows up and if any of this happens. So we fast forward to Saturday. They're all there. As soon as they show up, Jam's like, hey, we should all split up. And Greg's like, no, we need to stick together. It's stupid to split up. He's the only smart one here saying they shouldn't split up. How many times do you see movies where they split up and everyone is...
Yeah.
You stick together, you got a little bit more of a chance.
It's never a good idea to
Sometimes.
split up. It's never a good idea.
Well, eventually what happens is one of them, I think it might have been Jam, Greg said, there's a spot over here. We can watch the front gate and we can watch Judy's gravestone because they found where Judy's buried. And we can see if they show up. So as they're there waiting, Dee Dee notices there's wind chimes. Out of nowhere, there's wind chimes. Then all of a sudden, there's this like ethereal being in all white walking through the cemetery. And it's not the white guy who decides to get up and do something stupid. This time it's Greg. Because normally, we all know in horror movies, it's the white people doing stupid shit. Right? They hear a noise.
Usually.
They hear a chainsaw. They hear somebody screaming. They're like, let's go investigate. Anyone else is like, I'm out. If y'all want to stay, cool. I'm leaving. Anyway, Greg goes running after this figure, grabs him, turns him around. It's just a normal person. Turns out Jam got his cousin Chuck to show up, dressed in this white gown to freak him out. He's like,
He
there's no
looks
such
cute
thing
in
as
that.
ghosts. Hey, relax there, buddy. Relax there. You're not a character in the game now, are you?
Maybe.
So Jam's telling her, like, there's no such thing as ghosts. This is all just, it's fake. It's stupid, whatever. But then Dee Dee notices there's a car driving down the path into the cemetery. And you can tell it's a car from far off. And then as it gets closer, Greg goes, "Oh, hey, it's a car." It's I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, he could have been like, "Is that an old Chevy?" It would have been cooler instead of, "It's a car."
It would have been, but
I mean, it is also a kid show, so anyway, it's still a cool visual. You see this car pulling up, and as it gets closer through the fog, you see it is an old Chevy playing old 50s music.
Ooh.
And then Dee Dee starts to let her hair down, and she's humming along with the music. Turns out Dee Dee transforms, and she's wearing a prom dress and tells him, "I needed to make sure that you guys could help me, and I want to thank you. I couldn't leave the cemetery without someone who was going without someone else, and I needed this help." She gets in the car and says, "I'll never forget you." They're like, "Wait, Dee Dee, what are you doing? What's Dee Dee?" She goes, "Oh, that's my nickname. My name is Judy." She was the ghost all along. Ricky is driving the car. They're finally at peace, and they drive off and drive through the cemetery gates off into the ethereal night. Then we come back, and everyone's like, "Ooh, good story." And Gary puts out the fire with water. The end.
Awesome.
It's actually, the story's a lot better without me telling it. You need to watch it. It was
a really good one. I believe this one is available on YouTube for free too. I will say though that this episode on IMDb is rated at an 8.3, making it one of the highest rated ones.
Nice.
Yes, she was the ghost.
She was the ghost.
Reminds me of the Supernatural episode with Trisha where she doesn't. Never seen it. So, to bring things back around the way the show goes, if you had to rate this episode, where would you rate it, Sally? If you got time in between earwaxes?
9.
9?
I give it a 9.
9. What about you, Jeffrey?
I think this might be the highest I've given anything. This is gonna be a 10.
I didn't want to do a 10 because I wanted to save that just in case. But 9.
I think I might have multiple 10s if things are done this well, because everything about this hit everything I wanted. Even though I said, "Oh, you said it's a car," it doesn't matter. I
wanted more of this. Like I wanted I want like a movie.
Like this could be fleshed out, and
this one was good. Go to YouTube right now and watch it, y'all. Stat.
I'll give this one like a 9.5. I mean, it's right there for me too. I mean, it's a great episode. It's fun. I don't know what Ron gives it. Ron gives it a 6.
Oh, you give it a 6?
I don't know. I said Ron would. He usually goes the opposite way as me and you.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, they said Night of the Living Dead. Blah 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 blah. Night of the Living Dead. 6." There's Ron. I mean, it's pretty close. Not enough boner pills. Well, I still think this is a good episode. It's fun. I agree with you, though, Jeff. I mean, it hits everything that you want in an Are You Afraid of the Dark episode.
Mm-hmm.
It has a little bit of the humor. It's still scary, not pushing the limits too much, but still a lot of fun.
Yeah. I like that it's based on a story he heard, because this is something similar that maybe any of us have heard about other ghost stories around where we live or anything.
Right.
We've all heard something similar, whether it be around where we're at or in these urban legends throughout history. We've heard things similar. Like the girl being picked up and in the back seat, and then it turns out she's actually a ghost just trying to get home. Things like that.
It was done very, very well. It really was. A lot better than next week's episode, The Tale of the Pinball Wizard.
Which is the final episode of season 1.
It is. We're flying through these.
Yeah.
We
It
are.
only took 13 weeks.
Yeah, 1 episode a week. Just like we said we were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. But after that, I think it starts to get pretty fucking fun, too. Because once we get into season 2, the first episode is The Tale of the Final Wish, which has one of my favorite actors in it, Bobcat Goldthwait.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Got in it? That's amazing.
Oh, my God.
Is he reprising his role from Police Academy?
Yes.
Police Academy is a favorite.
No.
I wish he was. That would be the most fucked up episode.
In that episode, he plays the Sandman.
See, there's 3 versions of the Sandman.
This right here is
That
like your
bump into my
original
head.
fairy tale kind.
Right. And in my head, it goes to, well, there's the Sandman from the Neil Gaiman comics. That's the Netflix series
Not
now.
that.
And then there's the Sandman from Spider-Man.
Not that one.
And then I go, Sandman from ECW? Those are the
Yes,
3 that pop
that
into my
one.
head first.
That
No,
one.
And then it's the Sandman that helps you go to sleep.
Oh my God. But no, it's still fun. And yes, season 2 has some celebrities in it. It gets more interesting with season 2. There's no argument there. And you can tell it's when they get a little bit of money. We get really, really super lucky because they get rid of
Eric.
Yeah, no Eric, which I mean, oh my God. You know,
They
you
fed him to the
never thought you were
leprechauns.
gonna. Yeah, it's very nice. Unfortunately, though, we do get I believe Tucker partially through that season, which is Gary's little brother, and I'm trying to figure out which episode he comes in at, but he does come in there, and he does Tucker stuff for the next few seasons. I mean, the next, there are some pretty good ones though, because season 2 we get the Tale of the Full Moon, which is another really fun one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I heard they had to change that title from the Tale of the Pressed Ham.
It would make sense.
The Tale of the Fruit Basket.
It would make perfect sense. But either way, it's going to be a fun one. I'm excited for next week. Anybody else have anything to add before we go ahead and get out of here?
Mm-mm.
No?
I will now explain why I did change my name to reflect Jables real quick. So this past Tuesday, in case anyone didn't see it live, I made another appearance on Fear Fans. You guys may remember we had Dawn and Nick on from their show here to talk some Are You Afraid of the Dark. I went on there and we were talking about Child's Play, which was a lot of fun. Since I didn't get to do it here, I got to talk about the original Child's Play over there. So that was a lot of fun. And somebody mentioned that she thought I looked like Jack Black, which I don't see, but I took it as a compliment anyway. He's a handsome dude. He's a funny dude.
Yes, very handsome.
So she mentioned something about Jables, and I said, I will change my name on the next episode of Tales to Jables during the show. So that is why I changed it. It will not stay that way. So I don't want to get a copyright strike from Jack Black and his lawyers. I mean, I would hope he wouldn't come after
There we
me.
go. Oh, Midnight Ride is such a...
This episode was talking about midnight rides.
And yes, you'll see us next week. So before we leave, Sally Beast, where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/SallyBeast40.
There you
Go
go.
watch her. She's a lot of fun.
Jeff, what about you?
As you know, I do the Skewered Universe podcast with my wife, Leanne. We haven't got anything new out yet. If you want to go check out the Baby Reindeer episode, go do that. We're working on some new stuff. We've had to kind of pause production for a little bit because we've been dealing with a sick dog. So, but she's on the mend. She's doing better. That's kind of our focus. We didn't want to do a whole lot and have to be running back and forth because doggy diarrhea is not fun. I'll just say that.
No.
But keep an eye out for that. Like I said, I did show up on Fear Fans recently, so you can go check that out. Go to the Things Network on YouTube, and you can find that episode where we talked about Child's Play. And you can find all the links for my show at skeweredhead.com. And don't forget to go to talesfromthepodcast.com as well.
Right. And over at talesfromthepodcast.com, you'll find this comic book that we wrote. It's pretty cool. Lots of fun shit. Buy it or go fuck yourself.
It's cum resistant.
It is. The outside is cum resistant. I don't know. I haven't tried it. If anybody wants to purchase a copy and try it and give a actual detailed review on the pages being cum resistant, please let us know. Also, remember, Tales from the Podcast, the fucking video game, available for pre-order. Copies will be sent out next week. And send your donation over to talesfromthepodcast13@gmail.com with a link with your email you would like it sent to. And you will have a copy of it as soon as it comes out next week.
Yep. If you have any issues, make sure you email us.
I didn't
back
tell
and we'll
you.
take care of that.
I didn't tell you what email to send that to, but
I know you, so I mean you'll be able to send it to me. But anyways, thanks everyone for listening. It's always a fucking pleasure. And yeah, with that being said, the crypt is closed.
Thanks for listening, kiddies. You're all a scream.